Thank you for joining. This is a networking lab demonstration. In this video, I will demonstrate the use of a standard access control list. This is a two-step process. First, I'll create the rules of the list. Then I will apply the list to the router's interface that is closest to the destination with the direction of outgoing. A file server has been added, and a straight-through cable is used to link the server to the router. Both the router and the file server need static IP addresses assigned from their subnet. The router's IP address will serve as the default gateway for the file server. Okay, before configuring the ACL, I need to set the IP addresses for the devices. I'll get started on that. I'll enable the router with a no-shut command and give the router IP address 10.0.0.225. The entire network uses A/27. This means that the mask is 255.255.255.224. Now I'll turn to the file server. I'll give the router's address as the server's default gateway. The server will be assigned a static IP address of 10.0.226 and mask 255.255.255.224. Now I'll test the network before ACL configuration. Right now, all PCs should be able to connect to the file server. However, I'll only test PCs 13, 3, and 1. These are the PCs that I will later block from accessing the server as a resource. Great. PC 13 successfully pinged the file server. PC 3's ping was successful. Perfect. PC 1, which is the last PC I'll test pre-ACL configuration, had a successful ping. I'll come back and do a more comprehensive test of file server access post-ACL configuration. Okay. Now, for my ACL requirements, I want to block PC 13's access to the file server, but allow other PCs on VLAN 20 to access the resource. I also want to block all PCs on VLAN 30 from accessing the server. ACL commands are issued on the router. I will place the configuration commands for both the creation and router interface application in the description below. The first command issued is as follows: access list 1 deny 10.0.0.34 with a wildcard mask 0.0.0.0. This is the mask used when a single host is being identified. This command will block PC 13 from accessing the file server once applied to the proper router interface. Now for the command to block the entire subnet for VLAN 30. To do this, the network address is used instead of the address of an end device. The command issued is as follows: access list 1 deny 10.0.0.64 with a wildcard mask 0.0.0.31. This will block any PC assigned to VLAN 30 from accessing the file server once applied to the proper router interface. Finally, I'll issue the command to permit all other end devices to access the file server. Now it's time to apply the ACL to an interface using the standard method. Using this method, the ACL will be applied to the interface closest to the destination with a directional of out or outbound. Therefore, the ACL will be applied to G01 outbound. The command issued is as follows: IP access group 1, which is the access list used when I created the ACL, following by out, meaning outbound traffic. Okay, that's it for configuration. I'll retest PCs 13.3 and 1. Access to the file server should be denied. Perfect. For PC 13, the destination host is unreachable. Access is being denied. Now I'll test PC 3. Good. Again, file server access is denied. Now for the last of the restricted devices, PC 1. Access denied. So far, so good. All 3 devices are restricted from file server access. Okay, one last thing. I'll run through to make sure that unrestricted devices can access the file server. Give me a moment. Great! PC 0 sitting on VLAN 10 can access the file server. PC 2, which is also sitting on VLAN 10, can access the file server. PC 12 sitting on VLAN 40 can access the file server. Lastly is PC 9. PC 9 sitting on VLAN 20 can also access the file server. Alright, very good. All is configured and tested. Those devices with restricted access to the file server are properly blocked, while all other devices have access to the resource. Well, that's it for this video. I hope that you found it interesting. I invite you to browse the playlist for similar videos. Goodbye for now.